Hi campers, it's me again. As some of you already know, I love trying different camping styles and testing gear that makes camping more comfortable and practical. On this car camping trip, I decided to finally try baking with my Omnia oven at the campsite. I have had the Omnia oven since last year and I've already used it at home, but this is my first time actually using it while camping. Today, I'm going to show you how I make muffins and two kinds of pizza. Let's start with the muffins. I've made them before at home, so I know the recipe works. I also brought all the ingredients from home, which just makes everything easier. Now let's prepare the batter. First, I melt 50 grams of butter and let it cool. In the meantime, I grease one egg with one third of a cup of sugar until the mixture becomes fluffy. I didn't brought with me an electric mixer, so I'm trying a new gadget to whisk everything together. Next, I add one third of a cup of flour, 4 tablespoons of cacao powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a bit of vanilla. I stir everything together and then add the melted butter and some milk. I have to say, with the mixer, it would definitely be easier. I grease the muffin cups with the leftover butter. Then I pour the batter into the muffin mold, filling each cup about one third full. After that, I add about 1 teaspoon of Nutella in each muffin cup and top them with more batter until they are about two-thirds full. Now I place the Omnia on the stove, cover it, and bake on low heat for about 40 minutes. After the baking time, I insert a clean knife into one of the muffins to check if they are done. If it comes out clean, they're ready. If not, they just need a few more minutes. Now let's move on to the first pizza. I bought ready-made pizza dough, so I just roll it out, place it on the Omnia rack, and cut it to perfectly fit the shape. To keep the Omnia oven clean, I place everything into the silicone mold. I spread some homemade tomato sauce on the dough, cut the ham into small pieces so it fits better, and then let's add some cheese. Okay, maybe a lot of cheese. If you'd like to check out the outdoor kitchen and the Omnia oven I'm using, I've added affiliate links in the description. Just so you know, I may earn a small commission if you buy through them. Now I sprinkle a bit of Italian herbs on the top to give it the real pizza taste. And I add a few tomatoes for the final touch. Let's start baking on medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let's check. Mmm, that looks really yummy. And now, last but not least, let's use up the rest of the dough. This time I had a bit of a challenge placing it on the Omnia rack. I didn't use baking paper this time. Don't repeat that mistake. I will show you why later. This time I added tomatoes directly on the bottom, then some ham, again a lot of cheese, and a few more tomatoes. I sprinkled some herbs on the top and started baking it just like the first one. So the pizza is done. Let's taste it. It's really good, but the dough is stuck to the rack, so I have to pull it off. So please use baking paper or the silicone mold when you're doing pizza. It will save you a lot of trouble. So that was my camping Omnia oven experiment. Thanks for watching and see you again soon. Happy camping! Bye!